I love taking care of elderly people. My mother always told me, you respect your elders and you take care of your elders the way they need to be taken care of.
I want to have pride in my job. I don't want to walk away from work at the end of the day worrying that my patients are going to have a bad outcome because I couldn't do my job right. If we're going to fix healthcare, the voice of nurses has to get a lot stronger, and I think unions are the way to do that.
The main reason why we contacted a union is because we were short-staffed. Each of us had 7 showers a night to give, plus to get at least 32 people into bed. It's impossible. Without the staffing that we don't have, the residents aren't going to be taken care of the way they deserve.
We were sitting there working one day. I saw this sticker and just began reading it. And it's telling you, do not cut, bend, mutilate, saw, burnish, turn, everything our plant does to those parts, do not do, may cause cancer. So naturally, I'm looking at it, kind of freaking out. I walked straight up to my supervisor, showed him the sticker. He grabs it from me. Where did you get this? And I told him, and he's like, oh, the forklift drivers are supposed to take that off before they bring it onto the floor. I'm questioning him harder, and he says, Rhonda, if you don't like it, there's the door.
I had an accident at Walmart. They had a freezer. The freezer had ice in it. Nobody would get it up. Subsequently, I fell and messed up my knee. The doctors felt I need a knee replacement. Walmart refused to pay for it. I finally had to sue them just to get my knee fixed. I went into work one night. They let me work for half of my shift, and then they called me in the office and told me that they had a complaint about me and I can't walk at Walmart anymore to turn in my badge. If we had had a union at Walmart, this type of thing wouldn't have been able to happen to me.
I tried to start a union in my hospital. I was met with significant resistance. I was required to attend a meeting with the director of nursing and other administrator. But I was told, you better think about whether you like your job before you go any further with this.
They would call us by names, and we would have to go into the chapel in my facility and watch anti-union videos.
They say we can't talk about the union in front of a resident, but they'll come to us and talk about why you shouldn't join a union. Why we're giving care. They'll call us off of the floor and make us come and sit in the room while nobody is on the floor watching the residents.
We were instructed very harshly, you don't even say the word union. There was a couple of guys who actually had a meeting at one of the Catholic churches, and a member of another union came down to talk to them. The company met them at the door, threatened their jobs. If you come up the steps, you will not have a job.
My coworkers were terrified. We had one girl who, when she came in to vote, she wore a big hat and sunglasses because she was terrified, even on that day of voting, what management was going to do to her.
A lot of the people I work with are single mothers. They have children to raise, so they didn't want to form a union because they were told, if you sign a card, watch what you sign, and just be careful because we can fire you on the spot.
After we lost the election, the very next day, they called us into another captive audience meeting, and they took away every bonus that we ever had.
6 years later, I'm still afraid, and I don't think that workers should be afraid when they want to have a union.
The Walmart that I worked in, we made $380 million for Walmart in 1 year's time. The average worker at Walmart makes $8 an hour. We are only asking for the right to make our own decisions about whether or not we want a union.
I wish we would have had the Employee Free Choice Act when we were fighting for our union, because it just would have been totally different.
If we had the Employee Free Choice Act as law, nurses could organize without being afraid.
People wouldn't be scared to come to work. If they want a union, they can openly say, we want a union.
If I can pass this bill, my life would improve to the point where I can go to the doctor. I can have affordable health care where now I don't have any. I'll be able to spend the 4th of July with my kids without worrying about whether or not I'm going to have my job when I come back.
My mother fought for her union. And I remember her telling us not to get sick because she didn't have insurance. And then when she got the union job, we were able to have health insurance, and I was able to get sick. So I knew the difference between union, non-union. So that's why I think I really fought hard for it, because I knew it could change your life.